EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win,
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that on 1st down, Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The numbers for Coleman last week: 21 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. First down. It's Coleman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw here. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. Well, how about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
18 yards, first down Niners.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Coleman. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Down. 60 out long. Mike, 45. Y'all not ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his company.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Don't do this way. Check Mike 45. Come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signify
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
you're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now, Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks able to drop him that time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Let's go.
A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the...
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack. That is one he will remember. It's sack number... On first down, Coleman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Now he'll look at it 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Got his target, Samuel. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now back to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
His throw caught right around the 6. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin.
On the ready. 45, Mike, 45. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Hold up. Get ready.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they will take a knee here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.